It's okay. Now what's left on the I secure the safe for the cradle. I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh. Only winning is exception. Ain't no truce. Ain't no dub. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah. Ain't no dub. Ain't no L. I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Ay. Yeah. I'ma act a fool with this. Ay. Yeah. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah. 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Then I hit that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The ball carrier.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Raider first down.
Here's Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on third down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
Well, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Carr gives to Richard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A gain of 15. First down.
On the ground, Richard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And to Las Vegas.
Jacobs now. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. On the Seahawks.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Raiders 0.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, now Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return won't go anywhere.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. Vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and dropped on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Carson. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Carson into the secondary again, and finally taken down at the 34. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
From the shotgun, Wilson, and unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because this is going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call they were trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
The opening drive, not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Hill on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
At the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. L.J. Collier able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, here's Hill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Not much there, only a yard.
And goal at the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
On the option, it'll be Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Wilson on the keeper.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Wilson will throw again. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. Measure of chasing points at this stage. So now you get to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jordan Brooks coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Hill out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
And the Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bobby Wagner in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Hill. He finds Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray, the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Saints are back within a score. The way
this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, a lot of football. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. This is Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. But at the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Hill, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. There he goes, right side, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 52 yards, and the Saints have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again with Carson. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Wilson with the handoff.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Seahawks first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Carson.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
14, DK Metcalf.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
16. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And the Saints hands team able to win this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Yard line.
Now it's Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Seahawks.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Will Disley, the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Hill now after the interception. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. As he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third and long. It's Hill. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 35-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And out bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw on third down, Wilson. And he's going to block it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From his goal line here, Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To Kamara, and he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Good catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now it's Hill. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Hill. He throws and he hits the slant out to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down.
Hill now to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
Right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helping.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got you.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. First down throw, Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And they are going for it. Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And a nice pickup as this one gets. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Gore. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They run. It's Gore. 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Gore. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gore. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. Darnold to his tight end, Herndon. 1st down, New York.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Gore. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. There with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Switch gears. Switch.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis from this first half. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
On the counter, here's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6 on the play. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brings up second and...
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Marcus May.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mahomes. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again they run, again it's Gore. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, they'll run with Gore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He was brought down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll run it with Gore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The gain of 7 brings up
from the gun on third down. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down.
Perriman, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
To the air again, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Up, they got 8 yards there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the...
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Jets have got it. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the handoff, it's Gore. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you got to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
6-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Darnold from the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold to Mims, 1st down Jets. Running from the gun, Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Bashawn Breeland. A gain of 4.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Nicole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Jets 17. Chiefs 14.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They'll run on first down. Gore. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Gore. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
15-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Today's final score, Jets.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
They've been searching for that.